Here they come. So we're with Kumara's litter. They're 2 weeks of age today, and Kumara has, as I said before, a different mothering technique, and so we're seeing 3 different mothering techniques. I don't know if there's other mothering techniques. Those are the only 3 I've ever encountered with the Berger Blanc. I don't know whether there's others around. And this, where the mother just stays with them, is the more classic, you know, the loving mother, etc., etc. And is definitely the more common, or at least within our kennel, and I presume with the breed. I think so. From what I see on Facebook, the mother never leaves the puppies, etc., etc. So the imprinting is going to be different again, as you saw. You have slightly different responses to the 2 litters we've had just now. Hey, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? The Jam and Lola litter. And there's not really much more to say. The good weight, etc., etc. But what I thought I'd do is answer a question that's been asked about the handling techniques, the biosensory program, the Superdog program. Basically, they're all the same. The handling, and you've got to remember all these even the puppy testing, the original puppy testing and everything else, it was done by the working kennels. It was done by the working kennels, and it was the reason they do all this is for selection. As you saw with the Lola litter, with the Jam litter, you detect straight away differences in the dog, in character, in temperament. The Superdog program, is very hard, or I would even say brutal. The whole idea of the handling is what you're doing is you're stimulating competition to get to the tip, but really tough competition. It's for the puppy. When you read like things like, oh, you're lifting up the puppy, you're putting pressure on the puppy, for example, and you're putting on pressure on the puppy, and it's good for the cardiovascular system. What you're actually doing is scaring the living daylights out of the puppy, so of course blood's going to be pumping around. And you saw when I did the little bit of gentle handling with one of the Jam's puppies, it just goes straight for the tit. So imagine doing that more intensely with 7 puppies. You have a swarm for the mother. You have competition. And when I did it fully, with a litter a few years back, what happened was you set up this instinct, and it's a survival of the fittest, and you can't stop it. Once you've started, its instinct takes over in the puppy, and there's no control of it. I was cutting the nails at 6-7 days on the puppies, and they weren't soft, they were hard. They were used for one thing, to push away its siblings to get to the tip, to push away its rival. That's what it was designed to do. It works 100%, and for my it's lethal. It really is. It's not something you take on lightly. You're putting pressure on the puppies far too much. You're also putting pressure on the mother. For example, we were to do that with Kumara, a mother who is always here for her puppies. She would not be able to cope with that type of competition in her litter. She wouldn't. There would be huge weight loss. Even puppies could die from it because they're not getting nourishment. They're being pushed out. Jam wouldn't be able to cope with it. Jam's mothering technique is speed mothering. And as you saw, at 3 weeks, they're just on the right weight. Just. With the Superdog program, they would be all underweight, well underweight. There'll only be 1 or 2 that would be getting to the tit in time before Jam decides it's time to stop feeding. Lola, she's a hard mother, so she would possibly be able to cope with that level of competition. It is. At the end of the day, what happens is you've got this dog that has fought all the way through, pushed its siblings out. Imprinted in that dog is competitiveness. It's tenacious, and at 3 weeks, when you've selected that dog. That's the dog you're working with, and it's not for any reason. It's called the Superdog program, not the Super Litter program. It's a working technique that many kennels, announce on the internet. This program works, etc., etc. It does work 100%, but you have to do it really, really soft. And then you have to have a test at the end of it to see what's working. Because if you go and look at these programs that are up there, there's no follow-up to it after you've done the handling. There's no follow-up. What happens? You've done the program, what happens? None. What happens if you do it to the full intensity? You probably end up killing a few puppies. It is brutal. So it's not something I'd recommend. It definitely works, but it's certainly not something I recommend. And so, having done it, my handling is very much more individual with the puppies. So I know it works, and it's very, very much more individual. So yeah, that's the Super Dog program, not the Super Litter program, and that's what we're trying to do. Yeah.